What's up, everyone? So I think it's been like 3 days since I've posted, maybe 4. I couldn't even remember, but all I know is it's been the longest I've gone without posting a video in probably, I don't know, more than 6 months, which is pretty crazy. So I hope you guys didn't miss me too much, but I ended up getting pretty sick and decided to just stay in bed. I tried to film yesterday and I was useless, and today I'm hurting pretty bad, but we gotta get some stuff done. We gotta make a video. We gotta keep up on it. Getting right into it, I guess, is something I wanted to try for a pretty long time, and today I'm probably gonna be doing it completely wrong with all the wrong stuff, but we're gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna hope it works so this video doesn't suck. So first thing I got right here, stole from B-Haul. It's a speed blaster. So this you would use as like a sandblaster, almost like a little personal sandblaster. And if you guys don't know what sandblasting is, it's literally what it sounds like. It uses a media and blasts it with compressed air. A lot of people will do this stuff to remove paint, remove rust, remove finishes of some sort. For me, I want to clean up the aluminum on my 1JZ. This stuff right here. So unfortunately, I won't be buying some crazy cool pretty intake for the JZ. One, they're just super expensive, and at my power level it's gonna be mainly for looks, and two, they don't really fit too well in the S13s. They tend to hit the brake booster and cause a lot of issues. So today we're gonna be using our little speed blaster, hopefully, to clean up the intake manifold. So we have a lower piece that basically just houses the injectors, and then we have the upper that has the runners and the throttle body and all that good stuff. What we're gonna be doing today to make this all look pretty again is, instead of painting it, I want to give it that nice OEM aluminum finish. And so what we'll be doing is soda blasting. What we'll be using to do that, I can't even talk, is baking soda. Now, baking soda isn't really the right way to do it. They sell specific media that basically is baking soda, but has a lot of agents in it to prevent clumping, because when you know, baking soda meets moisture, it clumps just like jet. I don't clump. So we'll see how this goes. So this is not meant for soda. This is meant for harsher media, and this is not meant to be ran through a blaster. So we'll see how it works. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Why? You're soda blasting with soda?
Baking soda, yeah. Sodium.
Baking soda. I got baking soda.
It's gonna be an absolute mess.
Oh, let me know so I can get out of here.
Hey, they're freshy.
Yeah. Nothing like getting aboard midwinter.
So, Jip, I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
You just add it. You just pour it in there.
We're just gonna pour it in, and we're gonna make
pour it in, squeeze the trigger.
We're gonna make such a mess, dude.
Grip it and rip it.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Whip it through the glass. Blow it. Blow it.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Overflow.
Oh.
You look like we fucking Tony Montana was in here.
I guess let's just see what happens.
No way.
Look at it, it's working. I can't tell if it's just like getting like more white because of the baking soda, or if it's actually working, but I know I got a lot in my mouth. Yeah, boys. Full tank. All right, now my camera is covered in baking soda, whatever. So we did a quarter of it, and I wanted to show the results before we get even deeper into it. So as you can see, this is the non-powder coated side. It's gross. It's like chip. It's just gross. And over here is the soda blasted side, and as you can tell, it looks a lot nicer, and it's really smooth. But as you can see, there's some embedded impurities in the aluminum that like it just can't dig deep enough to get into with the baking soda. And I honestly don't think it's the soda. I think it's the fact that my compressor doesn't really go that high or just doesn't maintain it. That gun isn't meant for a soda. I think it's supposed to have a smaller tip because it sprays too big of an area for the soda to be like super efficient, but it definitely does a really good job cleaning. What has impressed me the most is its like degreasing capabilities. So if you look over here, you could see how gross the runners is. I mean, it's nasty. That is a layer of grime right there. But with the soda blaster, it takes it right off and makes it almost like brand new and polished. I'm really impressed with that. So I'm definitely gonna do the inside of the runners and just do a quick pass over. But I kind of want to try a different blaster this week or just a different media to see if we can dig into the aluminum a little bit more so we can get out these impurities so it looks a lot nicer. I could always just paint it silver after I soda blast it, because after I soda blast it, it's gonna be a really clean surface, but I don't really like painting raw aluminum parts silver. I'd rather just have a nice clean aluminum finish. So let's get back out there. All right, so we just went out again and did another pass, and I cleaned out all the runners. They look beautiful. Look at that. Looks brand new. Look, Chip, look at this.
Wow.
I'm really impressed. So I know it's hard to talk about it since I know I am not using the correct stuff. The gun is definitely not the right tip for it. It's not working at its potential it could be. Usually soda blasting cleans up the aluminum perfectly, but in my case, I'm really impressed because it's a really, really good degreaser tool. Because I mean, look at this. Super impressive. Only thing that's left is just like the ugly oxidation and all that stuff from the aluminum. Stuff that I was kind of hoping would come off. I kind of want the whole piece in the intake to look like, kind of like this, nice and silver, just raw aluminum, like it comes from the factory. And this setup isn't going to do it for us. I was like really hoping it would, and it'd be sick. We can get it on today, but it's not going to happen. So I already talked to Brian. Brian has a good friend that has an actual soda blaster, which we're going to borrow and get it done, and you guys will see the difference, and I'm excited. But if you guys want a cheap, easy way to degrease something, you could buy those guns at like Home Depot or Harbor Freight and use baking soda, which is like $3 for that whole box, and you could degrease the living crap out of it nice and easily. So we learned something today. All right, so our little soda blasting experiment, it was like half a success. It was pretty cool, but since the night is still young, we got to get some more stuff done today. Fortunately, we're still waiting on the parts for the JZ, or at least some parts to get the ball rolling, but hopefully everything will be here early next week, if not by the end of the week, and then the ball will be rolling dumb fast, and we should have the JZ in the S13 in no time, because really don't need much. I figured today would be a great night to put the cams in the Black Z. You guys remember? I said it before. I had Tomy cams in my S13 SR, and I wanted them for my Black Z, but I couldn't find them. They weren't for sale anywhere. They weren't in stock anywhere, and I was going nuts. So I figured, hey, since I'm getting rid of that SR, might as well put the stock cams in it and take the pond cams for myself. Makes sense, right? Yeah, it's pretty smart. But so we're just gonna change the cams out real quick and go from there. First step to it is just take the valve cover off. Nice. It's literally so perfect under here. I feel so guilty taking this apart. Psych! So before we do anything else, we gotta make sure this bitch is at top dead center, which you guys know. We do it every time. First piston, top, dead center. So the first piston's of course at the very, very top of its stroke. So if you're looking at so we're gonna wanna mark the timing chain so we don't mess this up putting it back on. So if you look, the cam gears right here are actually marked. Right here and right here. If you don't mark it, there's other ways to figure it out, but this makes our life a lot easier. We could just take this or a marker or something and just make a little mark on it. And there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. And that's all that really matters. So what we have to do now is we're gonna take the tension off the timing chain with the tensioner right here. This is just some bolts, and timing chain should be loose. And then we could start unbolting the cams from the head. Well, this thing kind of shot off. So here's the tensioner. We'll just put you right here. All right, so the first thing we can remove is the little slap shield, whatever you want to call it right here, this guide. KAs also have this piece, and a lot of people actually say you should just remove it. Now, I know the KAs actually have a problem with them. The KA ones will actually cause a lot of noise, and they'll actually break. I'm pretty sure Nissan put out a statement sometimes like sometime in the 90s saying that like you could just get rid of them because they're almost useless. On the SR, it's kind of on the SR, I never heard anything bad about them, but I never heard anything good about them. So a lot of the times we just take them out. So this one's up to you if you want to leave it out or put it back in. Now it is time to actually remove the cams from the head and just get them out of there. So since the cams are torqued in by 10 bolts each, you got to make sure that you remove the pressure from the cams evenly, or else it could actually cause weird strains of pressure on the head and could potentially almost crack a cam or even a seat on your head or just damage something. So you got to make sure that you remove them. You remove the pressure in small amounts evenly in a specific pattern. Every single car manufacturer has a different pattern. You can kind of follow like an inside out type of procedure, but usually I'd go with the one recommended by your manufacturer, but it's pretty easy. All right, here's the part that's a little bit easier with two people, but I can manage. Now, we're about to pull the cams out. So we wanna make sure we don't drop the timing chain, but we can actually kinda take it off. Get it out of the way. Out. There we go. And there she is. It's not the right way to do it. Way too much. I mean, honestly, you really can't use too much assembly lube, so don't be scared. Just like, there's efficient ways to do it. It's not like an LS cam when you're pushing it through something, so you don't need a lot, but probably could have got away with just doing the cam seats too.
Look at the camera, Jimmy. 2 hands.
This part kind of sucks by yourself. All right, so see that? Can you see a marking on like over here? I marked the. It's like
right
a
here.
scratch.
Yep. My thumb's on it.
Where's the mark on this bitch?
It is right here. This link.
Let me find the mark on. Sean?
Yep.
Nice. There you go. Look, and they're already timed. So
that's it. Yeah, just double check that.
A good like double checker with the SRs too, and obviously a lot. I mean, in a lot of engines are lobes pointing out. You want them out.
Not too shabby, huh?
All right. Let's put the caps on.
Good fix.
All right, so I got the caps on as one would do, and I went to go torque them down and realized that of course I don't have my torque wrench, so kind of stuck in. Brian Hall's here. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything here.
Oh, I want to show you something.
What did you want to show me?
Remember that sandblaster thing you let me use?
Oh yeah.
This is with baking soda in it.
The inside looks crazy.
Right?
Huh?
Look at the inside.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have torque wrench to torque on the cams, but I hate when I can't finish things.
Yeah. That sucks for you too.
You can. So I know a lot of guys that do this a lot will kind of put it like just at hand snug because it's only supposed to be like 8.5 foot-pounds, which is like literally nothing. But I'm not gonna risk it. It's not worth it. So, B, can we go get some food? I'm really hungry.
Sure, I guess.
Okay, man, chill. You're freaking out. All right, so Brian made a phone call, and I guess we're gonna go pick up an actual soda blaster.
Yeah, it'll be better than what we were using. I told Jimmy that it wasn't the right piece of equipment, but hey, I'm glad you give it a shot. We'll see.
So I guess let's just. I mean, it's like 9:30. Let's go get it. Fuck it. Let's go. Cool. I'm happy we could do this. This is great.
Works just fine.
All right. I don't have Affleck. Honestly, I probably should. I do work in a dangerous job. But fuck it. You only live once.
Drinking your electric? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the coconut edition.
It's fucking like 10 o'clock at night.
It doesn't affect me.
Okay, whatever.
I'm immune to caffeine.
It's not good, man.
I'm not actually immune to caffeine. I haven't got the jitters in a long time, though.
What we got here, B?
All right, we got a thing. Big old pressure pot.
Oh, this is the real jig right here.
Yeah, man. Ready to go. Lift the heavy end for me.
Okay. Let's get to the shop.
Hatch life, boys.
Should we give it a whack?
No, we should give it a whack, man.
Come on.
Whack it off.
Let's give it a whack. Come on, let's do it.
We should change the tip. Well, we're here, though. Come on, it'll take 2 seconds.
Fill her up. You gonna bless me or what?
Bless you, bro.
Thank you. Is in it?
120 PSI almost.
Sick. So we're not gonna go fully into it tonight, because I mean it's almost 11 o'clock at night and it's 20 degrees out and it's pitch black. But we're both eager to try this thing out, so we're just gonna give it a quick spray and see how she works. I'm excited, dude. This thing's legit. I should have just waited for this thing.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna have to turn that valve too. But let's take this thing outside.
Oh, it's so cold.
This is awful.
Oh, the wind. All right. First one was a fail, but it's okay. I think we had some cloggage.
There was some activity, but there was some cloggage. But we ran out of air really fast.
Do you see any? Maybe the other side. Other side maybe?
No, this is the side I cleaned, which compared to this side, it's...
I mean, you barely clean. Oh, maybe.
No, some of it I got.
There we go. Oh, yeah, she's eating now.
All right, so the machine ended up working pretty good. We just had to clear it out. I think that's really what happened. And it actually seemed like it cleaned it a little bit better than your little contraption.
Yeah, like this is what the little guy left, and this is what the other machine did. Which we kind of have this whole side done. So it's all these dark parts that oxidized. And I mean, if you cover it up with paint, none of the rest of it's going to oxidize ever again.
Think we should just paint it?
Probably.
Okay.
We can definitely make it look good.
If you're down for it,
I think the original look is the best.
Yeah.
Right? Like we want that raw aluminum look. So I don't think we're gonna go with anything not too high of a sheen or anything like that. Like try to make it look factory.
Soda blasting stuff actually works pretty nice. It preps the surface extremely well. It takes all the grease off, but it doesn't cut through old oxidation as well as I thought it might. But we could always upgrade the media to walnut shells or something like that, but also end up pitting the material more or just changing the whole finish of it, because right now it's pretty damn smooth.
I don't know how deep that oxidation really goes, you know.
So screw it. You heard it here, guys. We might just paint it. Why not?
Hey, I'd love to paint something that's soda blasted any day of the week. This is super clean and easy.
Today was a little nonsense with the baking soda, but you know what? It actually had some pretty good results. I think it's a pretty cool process that I could definitely use in the future. That little handheld one almost ended up working like decently compared to the big machine. So I might just use the little hand one from now on just to like clean up parts, degrease them, and get them ready for paint. So besides that, I was hoping to get the cams in today, but we're not going to rush it because of a stupid torque wrench. I mean, it's almost there. Wasn't anything too crazy or exciting, but want to get that done on the Z, and now you guys know how to install camshafts on a dual overhead cam motor. That was our little experiment for today. I need to go to bed. I'm hurting, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys in the deal. I'm just tripping over skateboards. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great night, guys.